And for more on the security situation in the country and the recent abduction of medical doctors is a security consultant, Melvin Eje. Good to have you on the news at this time. So yes,
thank you. Good evening, TVC.
Great. So these abductions are increasingly worrying, and one wonders what could be the root cause fueling this wave of criminality.
I think the wave of criminality has everything to do with the rise in insecurity in some part of the country, even though we are getting it right across Nigeria. But you see, insecurity is one thing that is related to human. In every human endeavor, we must have some skirmishes about insecurity. So I think it's not new, it's not strange that these students are kidnapped. However, it's very disturbing that it's happening in Benue State at this time. Benue State has used to be very peaceful, especially in terms of such a violence crime as kidnapping. It's very strange to us, and I think that is not a good trend for the people of Benue State. The rise in insecurity, I do not totally agree that it's rising, because if you look at the Northwest, it has been stabilized. Northeast is getting really stabilized now, and even a large portion of the North Central is not stabilized. So I think it's a fallout of the joint military operations going around across the country that will instead this insecurity across Benue State. They are falling apart from where they used to be. I think they are leaving all their stronghold to areas that are actually not volatile to perpetrate this crime. But I'm sure the government is on top of their game, and they will get to them very soon.
And in being on top of its game now, we understand there have been calls for an urgent need for enhanced security measures. But what long-term solutions or other options do you think need to be explored now to address this recurring issue?
I think the security in Nigeria is about getting better, because the security agencies under President Ahmed Bola Tinubu have acquired a lot of technology, to drones, have acquired cameras, have acquired a lot of high gadgets to tackle this crime. You see, they met this crime, they met a country that was not properly handled, they met a country that was actually very down in terms of security architecture of Nigeria. I think they are doing their best. They are beginning to utilize some of this equipment. We are going to see improvement. There are long-term solutions like providing jobs, providing amenities for the young people, engaging the young people, and doing other things that will actually put the young people off the streets. One of the major causes of insecurity is idleness and general lack of job for the young people. So the government is also doing something in that regard. This government is expected to do more, because it met a lot of problems, and I think they are living up to the situation. So far, so good for me. I commend the government for trying to stand the ties in insecurity. It's going to get better. I trust that between now and the next 2 years, security of life and property in Nigeria will definitely improve. But this is not something you solve overnight. They have a lot of issues. They have a lot of branches. Insecurity have a lot of branches. You must take them one after the other. We must deal with them with technology. We must engage the communities. We must empower the security agencies, and also boost their morale to enable them tackle this crime. So it's going to get better. I trust God that it's going to get better very soon.
Beyond the trust, we understand that there are calls for state police and, of course, community policing, perhaps in one way or the other, could address this issue. But what are your thoughts on so far on vigilantes, and how far can they go in addressing this as well?
I'm a strong advocate of vigilante. I'm a strong advocate of community watch. However, I don't really encourage state policing, because we have a lot of issues that we're not going to manage. Nigerian is grappling with paying salaries. Nigerian is grappling with the welfare and security of our security agencies. So it's not very possible for them to begin to fund another security agencies. How are the government going to buy arms? How are the government going to buy APCs for the state police? It's going to cause a lot of issues that one it can solve. However, I advocate for community policing. I advocate that it should be expanded. Every child, every young person above 18 should get involved in policing its community. They must encourage vigilance. The state government must also look at how they can give vigilante stipends, encourage them to ensure that they police our community very well, because they know the community better than any federal security agencies. However, bringing state police in Nigeria is going to be a hard task, because we don't have funding in Nigeria. It's not going to be very easy. Arms and ammunition are very expensive. They are not things that are sold in the open market, and even if they are, it's going to copy a lot of budget. So I think we should first solve out the problem. Let's equip our federal police. Let's ensure that we do more recruitment. Let's ensure that we equip them properly. Let's boost their morale to be able to carry, so that they can carry out this job. State policing for me is a no-no, but community policing, vigilante, neighborhood watch, and community intelligence gathering is actually good for me.
All right, and that's where we leave it for now. Thank you so much, security consultant Melvin Eje. We appreciate your insights.
Thank you for having me. Have a nice time.